morning. Happy Monday. We're actually having an instructional video today. That's going to be about outside and making, guess what? Of all things, wooden displays. What happens if you get a customer who's like, "Hi, I'm a real estate agent and I work in a very big shopping area where we have no grass or anything, but it's Margaret's birthday and I want to have a happy birthday sign for her. Can you do that for me?" What do you say? No? Please tell me you don't say no. Because if you have said no, you're missing out. So I want to take away the mystery of creating a wooden display. It's a mystery. I can't figure it out. Do I have to spend $200 on a wooden display, Rennick? How am I going to transport it? What will it look like? Is this going to require me going back to school to get a mechanical engineering degree? Do I have to be a carpenter apprentice? What? Check it out. So, I went to Lowe's today and I bought one 2x6x12 piece of pressure treated wood. That's all you need. With that piece of wood, you're going to create two stands that are 2 feet long on each side, and you're going to have 8 feet left over. And then you're going to have 8 feet to drill your holes to put in your actual stands. How much is that going to cost me, Rennick? Maybe $8. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to need to get is a pack of Deck Plus lifetime guarantee Hillman deck screws. Okay. Do yourself a favor. Get the 2.5. Why? Why 2.5, Rennick? Well, because if you take a 2x6 and you cut it in half and you put something under it and you have a screw that's more than 3 inches long, it's going to drill through the bottom and it's not going to be level. Well, why do you want it to be level, Rennick? Well, you don't want it to shake, do you? You want it to be straight. The other thing you want to make sure is when you buy your 2x6x12, make sure you look down, turn it and look down it. And if it bows or bends in any direction, don't buy it. You want one totally straight. And if it's thick and heavy because it's got a lot of water in it, even better. And the reason why is that it's filled with all those chemicals and it will last you a little while. And here's the great thing about it, is that you're going to create a display. And you don't need a lot of stuff. You need the screws, you need a 2x6x12, you need a DeWalt drill, and this is the type of drill bit you need, all right? Most H-stakes, now don't quote me on it, most H-stakes, I believe, are 3/16 in diameter. Just 3/16. Why are they 3/16? You don't need to know why, just that's what it is, okay? So you have a 3/16 diameter H-stake. So if you use a 5/32, it's just a hair smaller. Well, why would I want to do that, Rennick? Why would I want to make the hole smaller? Dingy, once you put the H-stake into the holes, you can take a mallet and you can tap them in there so they don't move around. That's why. So it's a little bit smaller. So do yourself a favor, get yourself a 5/32 drill bit. It'll be good to go. Then, if your husband is a handy, sort of like Bob the Builder guy, listen, Bob gets stuff done. He's Bob the Builder. The other thing that you're going to want to do, just to make it easier for you, and this isn't a mandatory thing, but if you have a straight line, a lot of people in the carpentry industry or even the mason industry use straight lines to make sure that you have a level line. And if I need to explain what level means, then you're going to have to Google it, all right? But if you snap a line down the middle of your 2x6x12, you're going to know where you need to drill. You're going to have a line going down the center of it. What you want to make sure that you drill in the same spot, you snap a line or you measure it with a ruler. You don't have to guess where it is. And then you can measure out 10 inches, okay? So today we're going to be going over that. First, what I'm going to do is you need to measure out on your 2x12 on one end 2 feet in. Okay? Draw a line. I'm going to show you. Come here. We'll just make it easy. All right? Because I got it all set up out here. All right? So from here to here is 2 feet. All right? If you have a square, even better. put your square, draw a line. That's where you're going to cut. All right. Then you come all the way back down here. You're going to have 2 feet from here to here. Measure 24 inches, draw a line. You're going to cut here. Okay. And you're going to use this as the base, and you're going to use the remaining 8 feet for your actual stand. Okay. Let's get started. It's imperative before you do any cutting with any mechanical tools that you pray you don't cut your fingers off or any other limbs that you won't grow back. Okay? So the other piece of equipment that you're probably going to need is electrical saw. Ready? Cut that a little bit of an angle. That's how you do it. And you do it on... All right, everybody still with me? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from one edge of my 2x6, 10 inches inward. Okay? So here we go. Sorry. All right, I'm going to measure here. I'm going to make a mark. And if you don't know what a square is, you use a square. And now that's not straight because I can't use both hands. But you're going to basically put your 12 inch, 24 inch display right in the middle of this. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to place the 10 inches on the outside of this board. Okay, so you're actually covering 11, 12, 13, 14. You got almost 5.5 inches of base here from the edge. Okay, because you're gonna put something right here. Okay, and then you're gonna do that with the other side, but I can't do it with the other side yet because I don't have it long enough. All right, make sense? I think you got this. Stay with me. I think you got this. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your deck plus screws, all right, they're 2.5 inches. Open them up very gingerly, all right. Now they're going to come with a bit, which is incredibly annoying. They're going to dump all these out, and it comes with a special bit. And they do that so that if you put these screws in your deck and they have a different bit, people can't steal your stuff. And also it drills harder, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take, I think I'm gonna use, we'll try 3, maybe 4. I'm gonna do 4. But I'm gonna put the camera just like so you can see, all right? So you're going to have it basically, lined up. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not measuring here. I'm kind of eyeballing it. All right. And I have that side elevated. You need to have the other side elevated because if it's leaning, it's just not going to adhere right. Okay. All right. So you're with me. So I'm going to put a screw here, 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 and here. Maybe here and here and here. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll do it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this down. You can watch me do it. All right, that's in there pretty good. Now, if you heard sort of like a grinding noise, if you heard a grinding noise, it's just that my drill has a clutch on it, so it doesn't over drill. And don't worry about it. You're not doing anything wrong. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, but I just got to measure it out. But I'm not going to have you watch that. It's pretty simple. This is a good drill. Please hold. Okay, now we're good. The other thing I wanted to tell you too, which is also really good about these screws, is that if you look at these screws, See if we can focus it. Where's the camera? So I'm going to turn it. Now, do you see how it has this sort of like this space here? You could kind of call that a catch. So when you're drilling it, it's going to catch easier onto the wood and it will be easier to countersink. And you want to countersink all your screws into the wood. Now I couldn't do that because my clutch is on, but here, I'll see if I can do it now. Yeah, that was a little too much. Now, let me show you what countersinking is. Do you see how these screws are up? See how you can't see that one? It's countersunk. It's actually in the wood. All right, and it's juicy, so this wood is wet. And that's not a bad thing. It'll just be heavier for you when you pick it up. That's all. So now what we have is we have our base. Check it out. All right? And I'm not kidding you. This thing is heavy. It's heavy because it's got a lot of water in it, but this thing is sturdy, and with these extra footings here on each side, you're going to be able to withstand. You're absolutely going to be able to withstand a hurricane. Gale force winds, class 5. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is on my straight line that I snapped, okay, I'm going to measure 10 inches, all right, from the edge of one side, okay, and then, here, I'll show you. So I'll show you what I want you to do, okay? Just to be safe, all right? So this is the edge of your 2x6. We all know that your H-stake is 10 inches, okay? So what I want you to do is on the 2, okay, to the 12, I want you to make a mark. All right? You're going to drill on the straight line, and then you're going to measure 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. So starting on 15 inches, you're going to start your 10 inches again. Okay? You're going to give yourself 3 inches of space. Okay? And I'm going to do this and show you, and then I'm going to set it up so that you know what it looks like. But I'm not going to have you go through that agony. I'll include some wonderful music that you can listen to. How about that? Yeah. Okay. Hang on. All right, so the other thing I want to show you too is you might have to bang your stakes into the smaller hole. Okay, so let me drill this thing and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. The other thing I want you to make sure that you do is when you drill into the board, I want you to drill all the way through it. It should pop through the other side, okay? You want to make sure that you do that. Alright, so now I'm going to take my other H-stake, which is right here. I'm going to find a hole on both sides, and I'm going to press it into the hole. Alright, I'll show you just a second. Okay, so now I have the stakes in the holes. But remember I told you that we're using a 5/32 drill bit, and these are 5/3/16, which means that they're a little bit wider. So what you want to do before you put your letter on is you want to bang it in with a mallet. All right? Right? And they'll go in. Preferably you want to get it to be the same size as the other one. All right? So you're going to do that for all your letters, so that it makes perfect sense to you, okay? Which it should. And if it doesn't, Watch it. There it is. Happy 7 Buck Lodge. So I'm going to move this, bring it outside, and show it to you. Hold on. Here we go. There it is. I got to tell you, those fonts look great. They really look good. 7 Buck Lodge, baby. There you go. Now you know how to make your stakes. Now you know how to make your displays. Make it happen.